solve the right triangle. And what does that mean? It means that we want to figure out all sides that we don't have, as well as all angles that we don't have. And well, angle A would be, of course, really easy to find. Why is that? Well, in a right triangle, the two remaining angles need to add up to 90 degrees. So 90 degrees minus 41 degrees, that's 49 degrees. That's it. So now we have all angles. That's 90 degrees, 41 and 49. And now we just want to figure out these two sides. I'm going to call this side right here little a. And this side over here, I'll call it little b. Okay, and how can we figure them out? How can we find out what they measure? Well, I will use, let's say that I want to use this angle right here, right? And if we take a look at SOHCAHTOA, and I want to figure out what the measure of B is, I have this, the 10. And that is the hypotenuse, right? Because that's the side opposite to the right angle. So I have the adjacent to angle A, because that's the little side directly beside the angle, so that's the adjacent, over the hypotenuse. Well, not over yet, but so I have the adjacent and the hypotenuse, so I want to use cosine. And cosine of 49 degrees then will be equal to the adjacent, which is B, over the hypotenuse, which measures 10. Great. So now how can I solve for B? Well, I can multiply both sides of the equation by 10. So get 10 times the cosine 49 degrees, which is equal to B. So let us plug that into the calculator. And 10 times the cosine of 49 degrees is equal to 6.56. Great. So that's the measure of side little b. Now how can I find A? I could use Pythagoras, but I prefer to use trigonometry. And let's say that I still want to use this angle, 49 degrees. And A corresponds to the opposite side. And we have the hypotenuse. So I'll just use the sine ratio, because sine is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. So sine 49 degrees is equal to A over the hypotenuse, which measures 10. Great. So now how can I solve for A? Well, I'll multiply both sides by 10, so I can get rid of these. And I get A equals 10 times the sine 49 degrees. And I can plug that into the calculator. So 10 times the sine of 49 is equal to 7.547. And that's it. Great. Now I have solved everything. So the right triangle solved. That measures 6.56. That measures, should have done 3 decimal places, I guess. Oh well, 547. Can speak correctly today. And that's it.